listening to the White Wall Sessions Radio.
Welcome to the White Wall Sessions Radio. I'm your host, Dan Schaefer. On this week's episode, we feature The Slamming Doors, Jordan Carr and the Boys, and Black River Revue. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter by searching The White Wall Sessions. We are now accepting submissions for Season 7. To submit, go to whitewallsessions.com. The White Wall Sessions would like to thank these fine sponsors for their support. Last Stop CD Shop, Bell Incorporated, Workplace IT Management, J. Rick Luthery, The University Center, Screen Flare, The Pink Moon Room, Club David, Great Outdoor Store, local branded convenience stores, Minuteman Press, Vishnu Bunny Tattoo and Piercing, and South Dakota Friends of Traditional Music. The Slamming Doors is a four-piece rock group that calls Duluth, Minnesota home. Bringing their unique style of bluegrass and rock to Season 6, the crowd was treated to a solid blend of southern rock nostalgia with a soulful twist. The Slamming Doors are Adam Herman, rhythm guitar and vocal, Matt Johnson, drums, Russ Sackett, lead guitar, and Ben Anderson, bass.
We'll do a song for the first time here called Villain. There's a villain in this story. There's a villain in this story. There's a villain in this story. Ain't got no need for the glory. He's a desperate man. He's a desperate man. He's a desperate man. Ain't no hero to thwart his plan. This morning started like it always does. A hangover and a coffee cup. Move aside, man, you're in your own way. You always been your own worst enemy. You're tied to the railroad tracks. You're tied to the railroad tracks. You're tied to the railroad tracks. Walk away, twirl his mustache. There's a villain in this story. Oh, there's a villain in this story. Ain't got no need for the glory. There's a villain in this story. There's a villain in this story. Ain't got no need for the glory. 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 Ain't got no need for the glory.
Thanks. Cool.
We're here at the White Wall Sessions with the Slamming Doors. Welcome, guys.
Hello.
Thank you for having
Thanks
us.
for having us.
Adam Herman, can you introduce these guys?
Sure. Yep. We'll start down at the end here with Russ Sackett on lead guitar, Ben Anderson on the bass guitar. This is Matt Johnson on the drums. Yeah.
I got to say, Russ has been here before with Glenn's neighbor.
Yes, I was.
Glad to welcome you back.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
I'm glad to be back. It's a great place to be.
Yeah, this was a really fun session, guys. Would you call Duluth home?
Yeah.
So we've got some Duluthers and we've got a Youper here from Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Adam, you're from Duluth, yeah?
I'm not from Duluth, no, but I've been there for the last 3 years. I've lived in Minnesota for 6 or 7 years now, and Duluth has been my most recent place, but I'm there for a while. I just bought a house there, so I'm not going anywhere. So
What made you choose Duluth?
it's actually where my daughter is. So my daughter's mother's from way up north, Babbitt, Ely area. And so we were in Denver, Colorado together, moved to Minnesota, and now with my family here, I'm not going to pack up and leave. Buy an RV maybe in about, 10 years?
Yeah. Well,
She's about 18, 19. Get an RV, go sit on a beach.
we've got some friends from Ely, too, that were on the show. I don't know why I said that because I can't remember.
Was it a band?
Crazy Neighbors.
Crazy Neighbors. Thank you.
Yeah,
Glenn's
yeah,
neighbor
yeah,
was
yeah.
throwing me off. So Crazy Neighbors and banjo player.
Yeah, those guys are great. We played with Pat Hawkinson. There was probably maybe their lead guitar player when they played here, maybe.
Yeah.
But he started out with us as well. So it's a big, close knit family up there on the range.
That's a great band. Well, first thing I got to say about this band is real roots rock and roll will never die, right?
Yeah, right.
I mean, talk about it. 4-piece and or more at some point, but bass, drums, guitar, vocals.
Yeah,
It's been around forever, and it's just as good as it ever was, right? Tell me about that. Is that how you guys grew up, or how did this band choose that style?
Well, it's really kind of evolved. I mean, Matt and Ben and I have played together for years. And when the Slammin' Doors first started out, it was a bigger band. It was 6-piece, 5 and 6-piece. It would just depend. But we had keyboard, electric guitar to also switch with a banjo, pedal steel guitar. So it really had it was kind of the same songs, but with that different format. So it almost sounded more country in some ways, which a lot of country music is roots rock as well, just different instruments, So the songs, I think that's actually speaks volumes about the songs, is that they can stand in different formats. And so just over the years, we have played with different people. Some people haven't wanted to travel as much. Russ joined up, and he said he's a phenomenal piano player, but he doesn't want to play piano. He wants to play lead guitar with us. And hell yeah, there's always room for another guitar in my mind.
He's a great piano player.
Yeah.
We don't want to get his head too big.
I can play piano in the studio. It'll be good.
Yeah. He'll play on the record. So, but it's really easy to travel this way. We all get along very well. It's just this is the right setup for us.
Sure. Well, I think of this kind of, I don't even know what you call it. It doesn't matter what, genres don't matter, but, that sort of roots, sort of country rock mashup, not necessarily Graham Parsons, but sort of Jerry Jeff Walker, the Beat Farmers, that kind of thing.
Americana kind of stuff.
Yeah. With a lot of guitar and that, and it really makes it sound good. Is that naturally how you write songs, or does that happen with the band?
Well, I naturally write. Mostly I write songs, and my goal is to be able to do them just by myself. I want to be able to do any song just solo acoustic if I need to, which is harder on some of them because there's a lot of interesting things you can do with a full band musically. So I started out that way, and then as things progress, these guys add things, and at practice or out live, we improvise a lot live because we don't all live in the same town, so live is also our practice.
Yeah.
And so a lot of things come from that, and they just kind of evolve, or we hear different ideas, throw, like Russ was saying, we'll throw a keyboard down on the album. Doesn't mean it'll be there every live show, but there's a part for it. I'd like to have steel guitar in it still on some of the songs on the albums because it's such a cool sound. It's just so unique.
Yeah.
So we throw everything at it and see what sticks. But at the heart of it, we need to be able to perform them in this level.
I think a lot of these songs, it's what makes them interesting. They're really good songs. Adam writes very well, in my opinion. I think lyrically, especially, and there's just a different flavor that Ben brings to the music than what we had prior to that. So, I like I said, I was a little bit skeptical at first, but I was sold after the first weekend we played together. Between his stage presence and just the different feel that he brings to the songs, completely changed where we were going. I think in a very positive direction.
Nothing flashing with the fireflies. The smoke and the heat from your mother's eyes. You've been putting bright since breakfast time, but now the time's come to close your eyes. So just be cool, little girl. 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 Close your eyes, cast a shade. Nothing left to ask of you. You said your prayers, brushed your teeth, and nothing left to do. There's been you gonna cry all night long. Now raise that white flag, please. Now move along, move along. So just be cool, little girl. 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 Close your eyes, cast a shade. Ain't nothing down here but a bottle of wine. Your mama and me drinking. Slow come alive, stay by her side. These angels sit by, cold in the night now. So just be cool, little girl. 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 Close your eyes, got some sheep. Just be cool, little girl. 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 Close your eyes, cast a sheet. Beg you, please.
Coming up after the break,
Is that too loud? I mean, we can.
Jordan Carr and the boys.
You are listening to the White Wall Sessions Radio.
Living life one adventure after the next, Jordan Carr and the boys' latest leg of their journey found them on the White Wall Sessions for Season 6. Minneapolis, Minnesota is where they call home, but you'll hardly find them there, as they are constantly traveling and writing their experiences into their music. Jordan Carr and the boys are Jordan Carr, vocals, guitar, and percussion; Caleb Harris, drums; Jordan Riggs, guitar and backing vocals; and Zach Anderson on bass.
We're Jordan Carr and the boys. This is Nights in Tallahassee. Stumbling through yards, or days in Minnesota, drowning in bars. I've never stopped yearning for those nights we used to share, and I can't wait to get back to you. And I can remember sitting there, and I remember how it felt, rolling my fingers through your hair. And I remember when you were here. We stood, and I can remember where we fell, and I remember losing grip, and I remember when you slipped, and I remember finding hell. Lately's got to know this ship I sank so far down. Well, I can't believe that you're not around. I've been traveling from coast to coast, from sea to shining sea. Every coastline's got a story about me. I can remember cursing God, and I remember being told to move on, and I remember lying there as our darkness filled the air, and I remember moving on. And I can remember coming back, and I remember those 4 hospital walls, and I remember being told that I was lucky to be alive, and I remember growing old. Well, this captain of this ship I sank so far down. Well, I can't believe that you're not around. Well, I've been traveling from coast to coast, from sea to shining sea. Every bartender's got a story about me. There's nuts in Tallahassee, stumbling through yards, or days in Minnesota, drowning in bars. I have never stopped yawning all those nights we used to share, but I can't seem to get back to you.
We're here at the White Wall Sessions with Jordan Carr and the boys. Welcome, guys.
Thank you for having us. Thank you. It was a lot of fun.
Jordan Carr, can you introduce this fine set of musicians here?
Sure can. Down here, we have Zach Anderson, bass. This is my sweet brother, Caleb.
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy Caleb, his drums. And this is Jordan Riggs, who lives above me and plays
Jordan
lead
1.
guitar. Jordan 1, I guess, for today. I'll give you that one. Yeah. I'm not letting it go.
And how long has this band been together then?
This band, 5 years. 5 years. We just had this next Wednesday will be 5 years to the day. So for the full band, it started as a solo thing for me. So we did the album release. I wanted a backing band for the album release, and I got together these guys, and it went over so well that we all just decided we'd make a band out of it. So I did this probably 10 years. So probably about 5 years by myself.
Okay.
And then 5 years with these guys.
And so what was the first album with these guys? Was that...
No, the first album is called Reinventing the Dumbass, and that was a solo album. That
was a solo. Okay.
Yeah. I just did a 5-year anniversary live. Well, we recorded it in hopes to do a live record just for Spotify and call it Revisiting the Dumbass.
I love it.
So I did that solo on Wednesday, actually.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's pretty cool. So you were 5 years on your own, and then you started putting a backing band together.
Yeah.
And did these guys all come in at the same time? Or?
Caleb and Riggs came in the same time. Zach joined 2 years ago. About that? I think 2 years ago. In fact, I think his first show with us was here in Sioux Falls, wasn't it? Yeah, at the Latitude 44.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah. So that's
coming back
about 2 years ago. Yeah, we had another guy with us. In fact, we have had multiple bassists and a few guitarists when Riggs left us for LA for about a year and then came back, and then rejoined. So yeah, it's Caleb and I. Caleb's been with me the whole time.
Yeah. So how did these guys then shape your solo project?
Oh man, if you listen to the solo record, I mean, a lot of it was done with accordions and pianos and synthesizers, and then we restructured everything into kind of just basic rock and roll, just straightforward. No more keys, no xylophones, no accordions. We just turned it all into guitar, drums, and bass. So. Because that album is quite a bit more mellow and pretty dramatic and sad. So then when we play it with these guys, it's more uppy.
So did you see that coming when you were a solo project and you said,
no.
I want to go there sometime, or did these guys turn?
No, well, I used a lot of songs that I played in a pop punk band for a long time, and I started writing slower, sadder songs, and they're like, it's not going to cut it, bud.
That's not punk.
So yeah, so I used some of those songs, and then I put that on the album, and these guys kind of helped beef it up a ton, especially with our old bassist, Nick Bacchus, who's since moved on to being a biochemist. So he's on to bigger and brighter things. But he really helped shape this an awful lot, and then a lot of the guitar stuff that Riggs did for this, and obviously the drums that Caleb brought really helped change it. I mean, they still feel the same to me, but I can play a solo show like on Wednesday, and it can be a completely different vibe, and then play with these guys, and it seems like just a rock and roll party.
Speaking of those drums, Caleb, my gosh, I was watching you. I was getting tired just watching you. That is a really cool drum style you've got.
Well, thank you, man.
How long have you been playing?
I've been playing for like 15 years or something.
And what brought you to the drums?
So the way me and Carr met was my buddy played in a band, or his brother played in a band with Carr, like 15 years ago. and we would be in the same room, and there was a drum set there and guitars and bass, and I was told never to touch the guitar because it was Jordan Carr's. And so we saw all that and we were like, damn, that's cool.
Well, thank you guys who I don't know for coming. Appreciate it. It's good to see you, and you, and you. This next song's off of our new album, Jordan Carr and the Boys, Empty Bottles, Full Hearts. And it is called I Live for These Nights. So, if you boys are ready, I'm good to go. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Coming up after the break, Black River Revue.
You are listening to the White Wall Sessions Radio.
Black River Revue is a pure blend of freshwater bluegrass and Americana. They came to Season 6 where they wowed the crowd with their unique style and sound. Black River Revue is Adam Staria, guitar, harmonica, and vocals, Ian Cavale, bass and vocals, Nate Hynum, mandolin and vocals, and Tim Lightkin, banjo.
Well, how far would you walk in 500 years when many man's wealth is measured in tears? Well, you long for the distance, but you wander in pride. Take what you need, roll with the tide, roll with the tide. Well, how much could you trade for that home broken road? Take a deep breath now, carry your load. You long for the freedom from that old painted veil. Ready your feet, make your own trail, make your own trail. Where they stumble around, they're making too much noise. Give you a hand while the other destroys. We walk in a world now, feels like a game. Take what you need, no one to blame, no one to blame. Ain't that a shame? No one to blame, no one to blame, one to blame, no one to blame. Ain't that a shame?
Thank you. All right, we are here at the White Wall Sessions with Black River Revue from beautiful Duluth, Minnesota. Welcome, guys.
Thanks for having us.
We had the four of you and a couple others. I think you had a spoon player and a fiddle player.
Yeah.
Last time during season 2 of the White Wall Sessions, I think.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was fun. So you guys have been together for quite a while then. When did you start?
I think so. We've gone through a couple different kind of lineup changes, but Nate and I kind of started it in about 2012. I had already kind of had the name Black River Revue and played with another buddy who I grew up with even before that, but this kind of iteration started in about 2012, I think. And
can you introduce I kind of should probably back up a little bit and introduce this bunch. This is the four of you.
Do we introduce ourselves? I'll go first. I'm Tim Lukeb on the 5-string banjo.
I'm Adam Steria on the guitar and harmonica.
And I'm Nate Hynum. I play the mandolin. I'm Ian Qualley. I play bass. I get waters and towels for the band, too. So. Most of the time.
And so this really is the core of the band that has been for a long time. How did you all start?
Well, I think we all kind of started in sort of different ways. I just started, I got a guitar, I think when I was like 15 or something like that, and kind of played in my bedroom for years and was afraid to play in front of people, but finally started doing open mics and whatnot and kind of just progressed from there. But these guys all kind of have different stories as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Ian and I have been playing music together and have known each other for about 23 years. So we were in high school orchestra together. Ian was on the bass and I was on violin and viola.
Wow.
So and Ian taught me a couple chords on the guitar when I decided I wanted to play guitar instead of violin because rock and roll is cooler than classical music or something like that. And then my story with the band is Ian joined the band and he's been best friends with my younger brother for 23 years. And so they needed a spot to sleep in Minneapolis where I was living and going to college and come crash on my couch. And that's when I met these guys. And yeah, it was just kind of a weird, and I wanted to join their band. I moved back up to Duluth and they already had a guitar player, which I play guitar. They already had a mandolin player and I play mandolin as well. And it's kind of like, all right, I guess I go pick up a banjo and figure that out.
You're walking down the line, you say you ain't had the time, but you take it as it comes every single day. Step out with every step, not learning what you could forget, but you tell us all there must be a better way. This one's for the kids, trying to figure out how to live. This one's for them kids, they just trying to get their fix. It's only what you choose when you're living like you got nothing to lose. They won't stop and ask them why. Stay too fast to the trigger when them problems are growing bigger and bigger. Do you throw your hands and scream up to the sky? This one's for the kids, trying to figure out how to live. This one's for them kids, they just trying to get their fill. Feel like a shit on a crowded bar, did this wrong a little too far. You hold that fist too close to your side. Don't think why, just take my hand, quit digging your hole deep in the sand. You can fill them in, get your foolish pride. This one's for the kids, trying to figure out how to live. This one's for them kids, they just trying to get their fill. This one's for the kids trying to figure out how to live. This one's for them kids, they just trying to get their fix. This one's for the kids trying to figure out how to live. This one's for them kids, they just trying to get their fix. They just trying to get their fix. Thank you. This is a song about bluegrass festivals.
It's called Texas Girl.
Ran for the mountains, head for the hills, young and dumb, not no bills. Call broke down on the interstate, but we made it there by the break of day. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, met a Texas girl until you ride. Chill in the air, storm that rise, I met a Texas girl until you ride. Jumped in the water at the river bed, tried to forget everything she said. Truth came to me as I opened up my eyes, sang and laughed to the Colorado sky. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, met a Texas girl until you ride. Chill in the air, storm that rise, I met a Texas girl until you ride. And we ran away. And we ran away. And we ran away. And we ran away. Between us, we could see, no one else could set us free. Moon was heavy, music flow like the sea. Me and you and the devil makes three. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, met a Texas girl until you ride. Chill in the air, stars that rise, I met a Texas girl until you ride. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, met a Texas girl until you ride. Chill in the air, storms that rise, I met a Texas girl until you ride. Chill in the air, storms that rise, I met a Texas girl until you ride. Thank you.
The White Wall Sessions is recorded at Last Stop Studios in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and is produced by Spectrum Films Incorporated. Executive producers are Jeff Zuger, Doug Taylor, Greggy Johnson, and Jay Fishback. Head of broadcast is David Palmer. Associate producer is Mike Yeager. The White Wall Sessions Radio is produced and edited by Jeff Zuger. Audio recording and mixing by Kevin Phipps, Chad Conrad, August Dahlgren, and David Palmer. Scheduling and artist relations, Tom Eisner. Be sure to join us again next week. Same time, same place.
You are listening to the White Wall Sessions Radio.